More than 880,000 people left Illinois, taking with them $63.5 billion between 2012
using data from the Internal Revenue Service
and 2022. We'll get to you in a moment, Jim. It's Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. And again, we've been watching how the economy is impacted by Illinois policies, and in particular, taxation, and how a lot of people over the past 11 years have left Illinois to go to other states. And we always look at U.S. Census data, and every year also, the IRS releases tax migration data that can really show you just how the money's moving across the country. So welcome back. Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and wake up with us each and every weekday morning. Jim Talamonte reporting. Economist explains flight of people and dollars from Illinois. Let's go ahead and hear what his report has for us.
Using data from the Internal Revenue Service and the U.S. Census Bureau, analysts found that Illinois lost 881,012 residents from 2012 to 2022. Economist Stephen Morris says only New York and California suffered more domestic outmigration.
This is the sad story. Same thing. New York and California and Illinois are just being bled to death.
Illinois was also one of the biggest losers for personal income, with a net adjusted gross income loss of $63.4 billion from 2012 to 2022.
Some of our friends on the left and some of our Democratic friends like to say, well, taxes don't matter that much. They don't really have an impact. You're looking at the impact of taxes right here.
Moore said states like Illinois need to change or die. I'm Jim Talamonte.
So this is a report from Unleash Prosperity, and they have this website, votewithyourfeet.net, and it allows you to take a look at where exactly people are moving to, from which states, and you can change the actual year here for all the way up to 2022, the most recent data that they looked at. And if you look at people moving, let's go ahead and do this. All right, so you can compare, say, Illinois. All right, let's compare Illinois with Florida. How many people are moving from Illinois to Florida? 173,100, taking with them $19.5 billion. So from 2012 to 2022, more people moved from Illinois into Florida than moved into Illinois from Florida. Let's do Illinois and Texas. How many people? So over that time, 108,000 people, taking with them $5.8 billion in personal income from Illinois to Texas over those 10 years. What about, let's just do a neighboring state here. Illinois to, let's do Indiana. All right, so Indiana gained 92,000 people from Illinois who brought with them $3.1 billion in adjusted gross income. What about Illinois to Kentucky? 12,500 people, taking with them 490 million people. Are people moving from Illinois to New York? Let's see that. Oh, wait, no, okay. Actually, I have people moving from New York to Illinois, 6,320, bringing with them $269 million. What about people from California? Are people moving from California to Illinois? 49,000 people did. Close to 50,000 people moved from California to Illinois. Wait, no, it says here. Oh, I did it the other way. I wanted to do California to Illinois, but it's telling me that about 50,000 people moved from Illinois to California. So you can play around with this map. Go to votewithyourfeet.net, and that's just the numbers of people moving from one state to another as you look at census data compared with IRS data. So Illinois leading amongst the states. What's the political map look like? Which political party led state governments in 2012? Obviously, we know that. And Democrats have essentially controlled the state house here in Illinois for a number of years. So interesting to see these numbers. These are obviously some data sets that you can take and throw into spreadsheets and get charts and whatnot. But pretty interesting to see the map of people moving, but also the map of money. Again, go to votewithyourfeet.net. How much personal income moved from California to Illinois between 2012 and 2020. Well, let's just do this. $63 billion is how much we've lost in all that time. And from Illinois to Texas, $5.8 billion of it is how much is going. So we kind of saw those numbers earlier, but you can even tweak the time frame here. So let's just look in the past year of the latest data they have from 2021 to 2022. From Illinois to Texas, 12,259 people taking with them $1 billion. That's just in 1 year. That's just in 1 year. What about Illinois to Florida? Okay. So you've got 19,000 people moving from Illinois to Florida, taking with them $3.2 billion. Illinois to Missouri, $188 million with 1,842 people moving from Illinois to Missouri. I think you could probably just click around here and see we're losing people to Wisconsin. Just up north, more people moved from Illinois into Wisconsin and moved from Wisconsin to Illinois, taking with them close to $500 million, 6,000 plus. Oh boy. All right. So again, these are, we take a look at these numbers every year, and you got to take into context, too, all the money over the past 12 years that Illinoisans have taken with them when they're moving to other states. It's a lot of adjusted gross income that the state can't tax, but yet we've seen just a drastic escalation of the amount of tax dollars that the state is spending, and how that's going to be, leveled out, how we're going to correct that. Democrats say investing in education and young people and keeping young people in college here in Illinois, that way they stay and plant in Illinois. You've got Republicans saying we need to lower property taxes, we need to shrink the size of government, we need to stop spending so much every year, more and more, instead use some of the money that we're getting in taxes to pay off debt. We need to lower the cost of doing business when it comes to workers' comp costs and property taxes and payroll taxes and such. A whole host of things, right? But how those play out in a legislative session, we've watched closely, and it doesn't seem to be there's much movement on trying to address some of the policies that there are when it comes to taxation and the willingness of people to take their adjusted gross income to a place like Texas, their adjusted gross income to a place like Florida, their adjusted gross income to even a place like California. How many people moved out of Illinois to California? 2,100, taking with them $71 million. What about Illinois to New York? How many people? All right. More people moved from Illinois into New York than moved from Illinois from New York. So we keep seeing more people go, even to the other states that top these lists of people fleeing. So fascinating. All right, so we'll look at these types of economic data sets as they come out, but I think it helps try to inform what's going on and how to address it. Governor J.B. Pritzker has been asked about population decline for years now. He seems to deny that it happens, even though he says, hey, we gained population. We did gain some population in the most recent census, but that's because of the number of international migration into Illinois, offsetting the number of people moving out of Illinois into other states. So was that because of the border crisis under the Biden administration and Illinois being a sanctuary jurisdiction for non-citizen migrants? Again, something that is going to be continued to be debated. All right, it's Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Wake up with us each and every weekday morning as we bring you the latest here for Illinois. Get the headlines at thecentersquare.com, and be sure to wake up with us tomorrow morning as we're back at it here with more Illinois in Focus Daily.